he's not frozen. He's really getting himself in his zone. And, you asked which player should have the better chance of a comeback.
Oh.
I kind of pleaded the fifth on that. I basically said I think both Fedoseev and Nodirbek are in big trouble. But I think that Nodirbek can focus from a psychological perspective, guys, on the fact that he had his chances in that game, right? And it blundered itself away in the queen ending, and those things are very tricky. So I think if he can keep himself focused psychologically, he has a chance in this one.
Yeah, and he does need a good opening. We know Wesley will take any possible opportunity to simplify the game, to take all of the risk, all of the sting out of the position. Okay, a pause there from Abdusattorov just briefly, and he goes for the Queen's Gambit declined. What do you think of this choice, Simon?
It's so hard nowadays with the black pieces against someone like Wesley's strength to get a position which is just dynamic, and I think you just got to try to keep the pieces on the board. I think the strategy to win a game is you don't go too crazy, you keep the piece on the board, keep some tension, and just wait until you get an opportunity, hope you get an opportunity. Wesley going for this exchange variation, and this is, as you say, one of the most classical pawn structures you can get, and we often see more exchanges coming up in this, which is, there we go, the bishops now getting exchanged as well, and where's the opportunity to win going to come from?
Wesley didn't go for the Berlin, so at least you have that, right? Wesley didn't play an opportunity to get a draw as white. He didn't go for the Berlin, so I feel like we should all acknowledge that, yeah.
That might be because Nodirbek might have chosen the Sicilian and
Right.
some attacking ideas there, but I have to say, when you're in a must-win situation, Wesley's got to be the worst opponent to face, especially with the black pieces. He's just such a tough opponent to beat.
I agree, totally. And his style is we were talking about this in whatever hangout sessions we have. Obviously, Magnus Carlsen is the best chess player in the world. I think Wesley So, in many ways, makes the least amount of mistakes at times. I feel like Magnus wins more games, and he puts the pressure in the right spots in terms of getting those close victories. But Wesley doesn't lose a lot of chess games, and he doesn't beat himself, and that makes the situation even harder.
Yeah, Magnus is the one who takes the most calculated risks,
Yeah.
the best calculated risks. Wesley, for him, the word risk doesn't exist unless he really needs it to, and he's in that dream scenario. A draw is good enough and rock solid for white.
valuation bar says, when your king is starting to like flutter, you know, feel the pressure, you've got to be very, very careful. And 30 seconds now, it's ticking down, and this looks like a good move.
Wow, what a move, by the way. He willingly walks into losing the A5 pawn, but he calculates that the B pawn is going to become a baby girl on B1. Look at that.
Nice full board awareness.
Really nice move to give up the A pawn, but see the bishop on E4 combined with the rook behind the pawn. Push him, baby.
That's a very, agreed.
Yeah, going to make a new queen.
Nice find, especially in time pressure.
Beautiful calculation, and getting rid of the queens would totally destroy White's chances of getting an attack. So, Wesley, how does he keep the attack going? Can he? Maybe it's impossible.
Has to find a way to keep the queens on the board. What happens if he just sidesteps on H4?
Yeah, again, this queen is on such a kind of devastating diagonal. If it just gets one check, White's going to be the one mated, but I don't know, rook takes rook, for example, forcing the white queen back.
Don't take it with the king. The black queen jumps in. That's game over.
That's a good one to show. Game over.
This will end in checkmate. So queen takes. Still some work to be done. The white knight will jump in.
Yep.
Oh, he's taken this. That is a very strange decision, because...
Well, wait, he took on B8. Oh my god.
The queens are now off, and you just got to deal with this horrible passed pawn, and...
I know what he's doing. He's planning to sacrifice the knight. Not necessarily a good idea, but...
Surely it's not going to be enough. Black just blocks this white passed pawn. There we go. And wow, he's going for the black king.
Wait, is there a trick here? He wants to go to F6.
Yeah, I think this is...
Whoa, rook B6.
Rook B6.
Oh,
Oh my god, you see him? You see that little eye look? He played rook B6 and he did this. He looked at the camera because he clearly has Wesley there. Did you see that? That was sexy. We gotta back that thing up. That was amazing. He played rook B6 and then poked his eye over there.
And Wesley immediately leaned back. He's definitely not expecting this move. What a resource this is in the position. Just hanging a whole rook. If white captures it, black just pushes the pawn. And then you're too late with your own knight and rook.
Yeah, and I did just check. That was the only winning move in the position, and he'd spotted it from afar.
But you know what? I think he saw it when he played queen b8. Maybe not exactly, but you see how quickly he rattled out those moves? He had really taken his time on that. And that's the kind of brilliant find that completes comebacks. And
He's winning now. He's winning now. This means that we will have an Armageddon. And if white jumps in with the knight again, black queen's with a check.
Yeah, and Wesley giving a few spike checks here. This won't help save the game. Black's king could easily run away from those checks. Black's going to make a new queen. Beautiful, just giving away a whole rook for the gain of 2 tempi. And that's enough to win the game. Abdusattorov, he's back.
by the way, Levon already
That's it.
did draw. Yeah.
Wesley's so resigned.